so I'm going to show you how to do some cat drawings. You should hopefully know how to get to your documents. If you can't remember, you're going to go to woodrowwilsonhighschool.onshape.com, IAD assignments, find your class, find your name, and then you're going to go to create a document. So you want to name it the name of the document. So this is 1.3 of the assignment, your last name, and then what you're doing. So we're going to do some cat drawings, and then hit OK. So there are 3 parts that you are creating in the same workshop, so you want to make sure that you do all of it. I'm only going to do one with you because I kind of want to see how you do the rest. But let's see. So I only give you 3 dimension: length, width, and height in the picture. So for the rest of for everything else, I'm going to have you estimate. So you can go through, you can kind of see what I've estimated on this drawing right here. Okay, so once I'm in here, I'm going to hit sketch, and then I'm going to select a plane. So the plane that I like to look at is from the top. So if you highlight over the top plane, let's see, oops, 1 minute. Okay, so it just created a top plane here. My Chrome was being really slow, so I had to switch it over to Firefox. But okay, so I'm gonna create my drawing on the lower quadrant right here. So I'm gonna do a corner rectangle from here to here. Oh no, okay, right here. Corner rectangle in this side right here. Okay, and it's a like 2 by 2. So I'm gonna try my best to get 2 by 2, and then I'll dimension it so it's more accurate. So okay, so that should be good. And then I'm gonna move it. Whoops. Let's do 2 by 2. So where's the dimension at? Let me get out of here. So to get out of it, hit escape. Should be up here. Yep, dimension. Okay, so from top to bottom, it should be 2 inches. And then from right to left, it should be, oh, that didn't work out. Make sure you click on it, and then right to left, it should be about 2. So it's about 2 by 2. Okay, and then I'll fix it up. Okay, so now I'm going to extrude it. So right now it's just a drawing. I want it to turn into 3D. So Shift E is the shortcut for that. And then you click on that. And then I'm going to extrude face of sketch 1. Definitely not 1 inch. Just from the estimation, the whole thing is 2. I'm guessing it's probably about a 1/2 inch. Okay, let's do estimate about 1/2 inch. Okay, and to check, you can go to isometric, and yeah, that looks about right. Okay, and then I want to go back in the top view, so now I have to draw my circle on that. So the first thing I want to do is let's see, sketch, right? Every time to do, I want to sketch on top of this plane. So that's the plane. Face of extrude 1 is where I'm sketching. So I'm going to find the midpoint of all of this because I want my circle to be in the same spot. So let's see if this works. Okay, and then I'm going to do some construction lines from here to here. Okay, and then from here to here. Does that work? Okay, I'll try that again. Okay, so so that didn't really work. So I'm going to draw a line here. If I hover over it, that's going to say it's the middle. And then I'm going to go all the way down to it kind of shows that little line in the middle here. Okay, and then it goes like this. So I want to escape from it. And then you see where that's the middle. If you hover over it, it'll tell you the midpoint of it. And then I'm going to go from here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want my circle to be in the center. From here all the way to here. Okay. So then that will be guaranteed that's middle. So because it's black right now, it's defined like this is defined with the midpoint of this. So if you make this bigger or smaller, it's going to change accordingly. Okay. So I want to turn this into construction line. So in order to do that, I think I'm going to hit this, and then that. I think we turn it construction line. Highlight it, and then Okay, so I want to turn this into construction lines so I don't get confused with it. So I'm going to highlight it here. I click on it and highlight it here, and then go up to constructions, and then you will be able to see the lines. So these are like the center line, basically the center lines that we have. So that's going to help guide me into making my circle. So I'm going to go up to circle. I'm going to do the center point circle for sure, and then this is my center right here, and I'm going to go out, and this ensures that my circle is right in the middle. So I'm going to change, oops, so if you accidentally click that, hit escape, and it'll get out of it. So I don't want this to be a construction line anymore, so I'm going to turn it back into the regular line. So I'm going to hit this, and yep, so it should be an object line. Okay, so this is my object line right here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to dimension this. So I want this diameter, let's see, let's go through the center. Yep, I want this to be about, let's see, it looks pretty good where it is. Let's try 1.5. Okay, all right, so 1.5. So 1.5 looks really similar to that. So I'm going to do about 1.5, and I'm going to extrude it up. Okay, so because I said that it was what, a half and a half, so that's the bottom's a half, the top is a half, so that's 1. So this should be 5 inches when I extrude it. Okay, so remember it's symmetrical. So I'm done with that sketch, and I'm going to extrude this part. I'm going to make it 5 inches. Because total needs to be 6. Okay, 5 inches, and let's just make sure we did it right. Okay, so about 5 inches. Okay, so all right, awesome. So then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put another 2x2 box on top of that with the same thing, and then we'll put a hole in the center. So this is where I'm gonna be sketching my stuff. So I'm gonna go to sketch, and the plane is on that circle where I'm sketching it. So as you can see, your sketch plane is here. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So from top. So this is like your sketch plane 3. Okay. So I'm gonna do basically the same thing again. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to the to make sure that everything is center, I'm going to go to center point rectangle instead. Okay, and I'm going to hover up, find the center, which is about right here. So when you highlight over it, it should light up. And then I'm going to make the same thing here, basically 2x2. Okay, and if it's not, you can dimension it. So I'm going to dimension it as 2x2, and make sure you actually do that. So dimension from top to bottom, it should be 2, so it was close but not quite 2. And then from the left to the right, it's going to be 2. Okay, so everything's black, everything's dimensions, and I'm going to extrude it. Let's extrude it. Let's extrude this coming up. And then it should be about 0.5 inches. Let's see if this works. Okay. Okay, so you see like how it didn't do the center. So let me tell you why it's so much bigger. Okay, so we're gonna go back to extrude here. I don't know if I even put the right dimension. So right click extrude. Oh, I put 1.5. Okay, so we definitely want it 0.5. Okay. But what you want to extrude the center part as well, so it should have face of sketchy and on the outside, and then it should highlight up. So it should be 2 things that it's extruding. So let's check that out. Okay, hit enter. Okay, so that is pretty good. That's what we have. So we have top here. So now I'm going to put a hole in that. So I'm going to extrude it going the opposite way. So it has to go through 6 inches, so all the way through. So first I'm going to do some construction lines. So let's do sketch, I want to sketch on this plane right here. Okay, face of extrude 3. I'm going to do construction, so I'm going to hit on construction and then do the line. So I get some nice construction lines. So hover over that, and remember everything has to be, if you highlight, there it is. And then I'm gonna, that doesn't work, so escape, and then I'm going to do another construction line. So this will be a center line as well, just so I can do it right in the center. Okay. Oops. So that's not a center line, that's not a construction line, so I'm going to highlight this and turn it into a construction line. Okay, perfect. And then, yep, and it should be black. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a smaller circle. So I'm going to do a circle, a center point circle, because I have a center point here. And then I'm going to go out. I'm going to make that 0.5 actually. So it looks way smaller than the actual. So I'm going to dimension this to 0.5. So make sure you dimension everything. Oops, so it should be 0.5. Okay, and then move it out of the way. Oops, so you can actually, I can't move it further away from me. Oops, there we go. Okay. So I don't need 2 of this, so I'm going to delete one. Actually, I'm going to delete this one. Okay, so I have 1. Okay, so now I'm going to extrude this part right here, okay, but go in the opposite direction. So extrude, see how everything's highlighted. So I'm going to extrude just this part, but go in the opposite, and it's going to have to go all the way down to 6 inches. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that didn't work. So let's go from the top. Let's do that. Go extrude here. Okay, so oh, I have to remove. So I'm gonna have to remove, and then let's see. Opposite direction. Let's see if that works. Okay, so I was able to get that. So let me show you how I did it. So let me go to my sketch. So in my sketch, I created that circle using the center lines here. And then for the extrude part, I did face of sketch 4, opposite direction, remove, 6 inch, and then I clicked merge with all, and then hit check, and then it created a circle. It removes all of that in between that. So let's double check, and that is, if you want to make sure that the bottom is as well. My computer's as well. Okay, so then this is what we have. Okay, so as I was creating this, it created 2 different parts. So it has so since I created another, I opened another plane on here, right at the top of this box. I have 2 parts here, but I want this to be union together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to, oops, let me redo that. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to a Boolean. This is like a union, so I'm gonna union this together, and then I'm going to union part 1 and part 2 together. Okay, and what's going to happen is it's going to be one color, and it's going to create one part for you. So on the left side, you have your first part, part 1.